two things I want to do actually, because I'm not totally happy with how everything's looking and at the minute, the setup wise. We've got some in this big pen that are due to wean to be off milk by the end of this next week, I think, completely, maybe even sooner. We were going to move them before now, but we haven't got round to it because we need somewhere to put all the other ones so we can muck this out and move the others along. So a few jobs on today really, on the agenda. This is the weaning pen. So half of these in here are due to wean this week. So they have started the weaning process already. And they'll be completely off milk by at some point this week. It's going okay actually. We've delayed them, like I've said in a previous video. These guys down here in this first pen, they want their jackets off now. But there is a few in there that aren't getting on very well on the auto feeder. So what I'm going to do is, I can see one stood here staring at me. What I'm going to do is, in the sick bay area, I'm going to rejig it around and make a bigger pen. I'm going to pull any out that aren't getting on very well on the auto and then just feed them manually because they're just not getting what they need. They're not going to the feeder, or they go to the feeder but they can't register for themselves for some reason that they can take it whenever they want. We've tried different teats, we've tried standing there with them, but there's just something about it they don't like. So for their sake, and ours really, we're going to pull them out. Tilly, who's also in there, she is due to be weaning pretty soon. There's some in this pen as well, next to these bigger ones, that will start to wean after these lot have finished. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of calves to sell all at once, which is, I don't know, I always feel really sad at weaning because, you know, you bring them on from really, really young, and I like them, and you know, there's some real characters, and they all have their own characters. We will keep some. Yeah, so I'm going to crack on, and I'll let you see what I'm doing. First, I need to open another bale for these guys. Can't find a bloody knife anywhere. Honestly, in this place, knives are like gold dust. Keep hold of it, because someone will have it. Can't find a knife. You don't like it, do you? I can't find a bloody knife. Mouldy. Show you. Yeah, so this back corner here is mouldy, which is obviously not the best. It's not too bad, some have been worse than that. But yeah, we've had a few like that, so like, yeah. We bought these bales when we moved here, they were here, so. The rest of it seems okay. It smells like Christmas pudding. For a little wander out into a bit of a wooded area on the farm. We're looking for beating sticks, but we're also going to look in one of our fields that we think was a mine. We've been in there, but we haven't actually been right in there and explored it. But we're going to go and have a look. So yeah, I'll take you along. The older boys are just doing a bit of moling because we've got an influx of moles, especially in this field. Well, in all the fields, to be fair. Get on top of them. There's quite a few, as you can see. down here, look. Just showing Ronnie, we've found a little area here. Can you see all those grey bits on the floor?
Wow.
Those grey blobs, can you see those? They're like furry grey blobs.
Oh yeah, I can see one.
What do you think they are?
Owl pelts.
Owl pellets or something, yeah.
Oh, no. Dad, what have you got there?
Stick.
Stick for fire.
Like a fucking owl pud.
So what we'll have to do is we'll have to get a trail cam or something, because it looks like it sits here a lot, doesn't it? Lad, ow! Have to get a trail cam and put it up so we can see what it is that sits up in that tree.
Never mind trail cams, you need bloody wall cams.
Yeah. Lad's keeping watch of the flock, making sure that nobody steps out of line there. No, it isn't. Don't go in it. Be careful.
Someone has backstones. Oh, this is the goblin or something. We're gonna find those tanks.
Yeah.
There we go. The search wasn't too difficult.
This is the evidence.
Look, it's so soft.
Oh my word. And when was this last open, did we say? 1908?
No, 18.
No, the last time it was
yeah,
recorded mining, 1908.
Oh
Oh my god. Don't! Oh my god.
Is it written down as an actual map?
Yeah.
Oh my
Gold
god,
mine.
don't. A gold mine, a coal mine.
Coal mine. Wait, if it was a gold mine, we'd be into it.
Mind you, coal's
Coal
probably.
is like bloody poor man's gold in there.
Oh, it is now, yeah.
This is all backfilled. We're not sure.
And we just go.
What do you think to mine, Ronnie?
Great. I'm excited.
What are we going to do with it?
Fire it back up.
Fire it back up, get the mine fired back up. Open it up.
Off and her up.
Yeah.
And then do what?
Down mine.
Get all of the mine.
No, just
What's in the mine?
I don't know.
Coal.
Coal. Coal and abundant things.
And lots of stone. Lots of stone and coal.
Yeah. We found lots of water. You know where the cave is? Down there.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Look out at where, can you, West?
We're just going to be moving these weaning. They're not quite weaned, but they will be weaned this week. So we're going to move them now before they're off milk completely, just so they can settle into their new pen. I'll have to manually feed them like once a day, but that's okay. It's slippery, that like. That on here. It's really slippery.
Took some charges down. That help?
Okay. Bucket of sand and all of it. So a big clearing out job today, clearing this pen out because we're getting new calves tomorrow. So this needs to be all cleaned out, washed down, sprayed with various different potions and then left to dry, and then we'll bed it up. I don't know if the little calves will come straight in here. Maybe they will. Maybe we'll section a bit off. But yeah. Clean down the feeder. We try and clean it like regularly, but when they get bigger and they're drinking more, it does get like gammed up. So we really clean it down, spray it with normally peracetic acid, leave that to sit for a bit and then rinse it all down, just so it's all clean and fresh for the new ones. Pen's looking a bit full. This one is going to be cleared out too. We've left these pens actually too long this time because of the other ones that we sort of delayed their weaning. They were in here in this one longer, but we've put these guys from this side in this pen, and we feel like that's okay because they've been next to each other. So but we wouldn't do this with anything new. We are going to board this as well, so new ones can't contact the current ones, just for infection control. But I mean, they do come from the same farms each time, so it's not too bad. So yeah, but I mean, we don't want to sort of risk anything. So these little ones were over at the other side. We've brought them into here now. I didn't get to record us mucking this out yesterday because I ran out of storage as usual, which is annoying, but yeah. So everybody that was in this pen is now in this pen with the other ones. I don't really like mixing age groups and stages, but we've only got two main pens, so we kind of have to. And we can see anyway from the auto feeder what they're drinking and what they're doing. So this is what we can see on our phones when we're looking at what's doing what on the calf feeder. You can see down here when there's something in it. These buttons at the top show us who's on the alarm list, which means who hasn't drank their allocation for the time period that's passed. So we just have a quick look at this. It's just to see if we need to catch anybody and shove them in the feeder. There's a few this morning. I'm just going to click on one just to show you what we can see in each calf, so we can see the feeding behaviour over the period, the drinking speed, which is a good indication normally if it's red, and if it's been red for a couple of days. If they don't look visually like there's something wrong with them, we can sort of tell when the drinking speed goes down that there's a problem or a problem brewing. The feeding behaviour for today and yesterday. So what I'm doing now is I've got these guys in. Oh, shut me up. You have to sort of train them to go onto the feeder. So let me just make this one follow me. I just sort of guide them in. Come on. And you can prop the teat up so it's easy for them to get onto it. Yeah. So the feeder recognises their collar number and transponder. It's flashing now, so this one's had all its allocation. think they're allowed about 2.5 litres a time. I'm not sure what the gap is, so excuse me, my nose is running. I'm not entirely sure what the gap is in between. I think it's a couple of hours, so they can't come back for another couple of hours, so they don't gorge. But yeah, I've got 3 on so far. I was going to not feed them this morning, but I hadn't had all the collars organised properly, so yeah, I just fed them 2 litres each this morning, so they're still a little bit hungry, just to you know, give them something, just to see them on, just to put them on. So our new little puddings arrived yesterday. We left them overnight. We gave them electrolytes last night and then left them overnight and fed them this morning. So they've had milk on a feeder this morning. And this is the group that we brought in here yesterday. So they've been pushed onto the feeder. Some of them are still trying to figure out what's what, and well, most of them are actually trying to figure it out, aren't you? You can go in whenever. This one here doesn't. This one is actually from this group here. It's massive, and it was pushing all the others off the feeder. So once he drank, we just put him in here. It's not really ideal having younger ones mixed with new older ones that are already here, but they all have to share this pen, so you know, we just sort of manage it. We've been pretty vigilant, and if there's anything occurring, we act on it like straight away, so anything infection wise. So that the stall is empty at the minute because they haven't figured it out, and the machine's just finished doing a wash, so I think you've actually had all yours this morning. Can I let you? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, keep going. So the machine's just mixing this one's portion now. It does take a bit of time for the machine to mix the portion. So sometimes they do get bored if there's nothing coming, and off they go off. So this is the new babies. We thought we'd feed them just manually, just once more, until we rig their collars up and stuff and train them onto the auto. I quite like it actually. This batch that we're just training onto now have been manually fed for a couple of weeks now. I quite like it because it gives them a right good sort of start. You know, you can see they're all stood drinking at the same time. You can see if any are off. I mean, you can tell a lot from the auto, and it's really good for sort of not been really like tying, but yeah, I do like this. If we had hot water, enough hot water in there, then it would be perfect, but yeah, we don't. But I don't know, we'll get a water heater or something like that. But no, I do like feeding them manually, although it's difficult when some drink faster than the others. Trying to manage that is quite hard. Stop them stealing like this. That one's pushing that one off now because it's finished. Pushing them all off, look. Yeah, so that's hard to manage. I'll have to put my phone down now and sort this out. Sort this squabble out.